So if I ask you to explain what is cloud computing, how would you put it? If I ask you to explain what is cloud computing, how you are going to explain me?
Yes. Thank you for that. Yeah. Well, cloud computing is like like a virtual environment um that we use to host like a data hubs, like a software for easy access um using web URL app and tools and so on. Unlike on-premise. So and I believe, as I mentioned earlier, so we have like a three cloud platform, like a PaaS environment, SaaS, and IaaS environment.
Yes, true. So let me put it into an organized way. So cloud computing is a platform where all computing resources are available on third party data center, and we can use this resource to create solution of our choice to deliver service to the customer. Got it? So if we talk about the cloud computing, so onto the cloud computing, it's not only about the storage, it's about all the computing resources which are available onto a third party data center. Okay, we can log in inside data center to choose the service and create a deliverable for our customer. Okay, for example, let's take an example. If we want to create a 3-tier application, so we need a web server. Okay, we need a web server, we need a logical server, and then we need a database server. Okay, so these three servers. Now user might be coming in and talking to it through a load balancer or DNS. So our request will eventually come over here to DNS, and from DNS it will eventually go to front end, which is our web server. From web server it will eventually go into logical server, and from the logical server it will eventually go to database server. Got it? Correct. Now all this infrastructure that we are creating at area of the platform, and this platform is Microsoft Azure. Okay, or it is an AWS. So basically cloud computing in a nutshell is a marketplace where we have all the resources related to IT infrastructure like software and hardware. We can choose the resource as per our requirement, club them together to create a solution of our choice to deliver service to our customers. Got it? Is that clear? Now,
That's correct.
since there are too many services available, so we have three broader category of the services that we call it as an IIS, PAS, and SaaS. Now, can you tell me what is the difference between IAS, PaaS, and SaaS?
Yeah. So the PaaS is like it stands for platform as a service, while the SaaS stand for software as a service, and IaaS stand for infrastructure as a service. So well, the PaaS so that enable the platform to be able to deliver without a direct giving authorization to the OS. So why the SaaS, it's a like a platform, infrastructure software that can be used without direct purchases. So um so the infrastructure has get enable you to get your hardware on like similar to on-premise and so on. from provider um, for desired services and so on, so that someone can configure to customize as someone needed. I don't know if I
Okay.
explained very well. Yeah.
Yeah, you are completely correct, but let it put into a structured way. Okay. So basically, you must have heard about OSI model. Have you heard about OSI model?
Yes. OSI model in networking. Yes. I can't remember
Yes.
very well, but yeah. 7
What does
layers.
it do? Basically, it is the flow how an IT infrastructure works. So it has around 7 layers. Correct.
Yeah, that's
So
correct. 7 layers. Yes.
yeah. So this IS PaaS and SaaS is mostly designed or developed on the top of OSI model. Okay. So if you look over here, if we refer this image, okay, when you are using any of your services, okay, when you are using any of the services onto the cloud, where the complete hardware part, okay, W1 is managed by cloud service provider. By whom? Cloud service provider. We call it as an infrastructure as a service. From operating system to the application and data is our responsibility. Can you see? Cloud provider responsibility, cloud provider responsibility, cloud provider responsibility, cloud provider responsibility. And these are all responsibility related to users. Okay. So the hardware part will be taken care by cloud service provider. They are going to fully manage it. It's their responsibility to provide us with the high availability. Got it? And from operating system to the data, when it comes, it's our responsibility. Got it? Then we
Yeah.
talk about platform as a service. Onto a platform as a service, along with the hardware, they're also going to manage the operating system and the software on top of it. Got it? We have to only bring our application and data. And into the third, the entire thing is managed by them. We have to only bring our data. Now let's take an example. Okay. You want to use your database, correct? Now, when you're planning to use your database, so you have a model where you will create a virtual machine, correct? While creating your virtual machine, when you are creating your virtual machine, so after creating your virtual machine, the Windows server that you are installing to install your SQL server on top of it, got it? That is managed by you. And the SQL server that you are installing on top of the operating system, that is also managed by you. For example, you are taking care of the backup, recovery, performance tuning from the hardware part, monitoring, replica, everything has been taken care by you. Now, in the similar way, if we talk about platform as a service, so what they're going to do, they will give you a ready-made platform where they will say, we are going to take care of everything, your operating system, your SQL. You have to bring your data and the application on top of it and use it. And third one is software as a service. Just like Google Drive or Office 365. What is happening over there? They are giving you everything. What they are doing? They are giving you everything.
Oh,
You have
okay.
to simply go, bring your data on top of it, and start using it. Got it?
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Got it? So this is IS, PaaS, and the SaaS. Got it?
Yes, yes.
Now let's move ahead to the next model, that is cloud deployment model. Have you heard about public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud? Have you heard about this?
Yes, something like that. Yes.
Okay, so we have to understand this concept in such a way. It depends upon how any of the organization is adopting the cloud or how any of the organization is picking up to use the cloud. Okay, for example, here it means how any of the organization is thinking about using the cloud. Got it? For example, Bank of America is one of the organization, and how they are adopting the cloud for their deployment, or how any of the project is adopting the cloud for their deployment. That we call it as a public cloud. What we call it? Sorry, that we call it as a cloud deployment model. Got it? Now, public cloud is what? If any organization has deployed their entire workload on third party cloud system, we refer it as a public cloud. Got it? Then we have a private cloud. So, what is private cloud? If any organization has deployed their workload on on-prem data center, we call it as a private cloud. And then we have hybrid cloud. If any organization is using combination of both of them, we refer it as a hybrid cloud. Got it? Did you get the difference? Like if your complete application or the project is deployed onto the third party cloud service provider, we
Mm-hmm.
call it as a public cloud. Okay. If
Okay.
you are using your on-prem data center to deploy your application, we call it as a private cloud. And then we have hybrid cloud. So the same, some part of your application is going to be on public cloud, and the same some part of your application is going to be on your on-prem. Okay, so this combination we call it as a hybrid cloud.
Mm. Question, please.
What?
Question. For the private cloud, you say
Yeah.
if they deploy on-prem data center. So who's that on-prem data center? Is it cloud or just physical? So I'm wondering why that how that is become private. Is it owned by the customer or
So
that
your
on-prem data
so
center? Yeah.
your on-prem data center would be owned by the customer.
Oh, okay, it's the owner. Okay, so
Okay.
okay.
So you can refer private cloud as an old model where we companies are managing their own data center
Oh,
and they are hosting their
okay,
application on
yeah.
top of
Old
it.
school way, old school way. Okay, I see. Okay.
All the school way. Okay. So what do you think? Which is the most popular one? What is the major adoption in the in the industry?
Definitely public. Yeah, most of the time.
No, it's the hybrid cloud.
Okay.
So basically, just for the data security, just for Keeping the things into their control, they use a combination of public cloud plus private cloud.
Oh, okay.
For example, their application is running, but continuously they are backing up everything onto their on-prem data centers. Like in your case, you would have seen your backup of your SQL servers would be taken onto your on-prem data centers.
Yeah.
Yeah, just try to notice it. So that is an example of hybrid cloud. Or many banking client, what they do, let's take an example of many banking client, what they do, they only keep the data, means the 6 month data or 1 year data or 2 year data onto the cloud, and all remaining data they're on-prem, because keeping data onto the cloud is also very expensive.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so what they do, they retrieve the data onto their on-prem data centers, and all this
Okay.
setup is in sync. So everything is automated and they are working into a synchronization. So if will anyone request for a very old data, so retrieval would be slow, but eventually that data would be retrieved from the on-prem data center, sent onto the cloud, and then shown onto your front end.
Oh, okay.
Okay, is that
That
clear?
makes yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that really makes sense. Yes.
Yeah. So this is something into a nutshell, and using this basic concept, every cloud platform has created their product. Okay. So their product has been created using this basic or primary concept. Next we have region and availability zone. Have you heard about this term, region and the availability zone?
Yes, mostly on EC2, yeah, region, yes.
So what is region?
Region is like a to have a like a data center in different continents. Maybe in Asia, in North America, Europe, and so on.
Okay, so let me
Yeah.
put as the region is a geographical location where cloud service provider, we also call it as in CSP, okay, cloud service provider or the CSP, has built their data center to deliver the services. Okay, got it. Now what is availability zone? A single geographical location has multiple data centers, and each of this data center is referred as availability zone. Got it?
Yes. Yes.
Got it. So
Yes.
at this point of time, Azure is maintaining around 68 to 72 regions. Okay, so if you look over here, if you look into this image, so at this point of time, there are around 60 regions worldwide. I guess this is an older one. So at presently, they are managing around more than 65 regions. Okay, and each region has multiple data center, which we call it as an availability zone. Okay,
Okay.
got it?
Yeah, hopefully you will share these notes with me after the class. The one that you are
Yeah, yeah,
typing, drafting.
you,
Okay, sure. Thank you.
you will get everything. Like I have a document, you will get. For
Oh, okay.
example, can you see this is one of the region? Okay, and this region will have three data centers or two data centers. Got it? So this point become your region, and this become your AG, which we call it as an availability zone.
Oh, I
Got it?
see. Okay.
So basically, in a nutshell, this geographical location has three data centers, and all these three data centers are independent from each other. Okay, even their networking, power supply, engineers, cooling, they are not dependent on each other. Got it? In case if this region is being shut down due to any of the cases, so other two regions will not have any impact. Okay,
Oh, okay.
okay, and when you're using any of the services, so automatically the cloud service provider is replicating your information or the service into another two regions. So if this goes down, so you would be getting your services from here. Got it? Clear?
Yes, yes. It's clear. Yeah.
You, yeah, you would have heard recently, like few days back, AWS was down, like the Virginia region, due to
Oh,
overheat
okay. Mm.
because of overheating. Okay, so the services were disrupted, but not completely because the service were being delivered from the other region too. Sorry, other availability zone. Got it?
Okay. Yeah, that's clear.
Yeah, got it. Now moving ahead, the next concept is billing. So whenever you are using any of the services, how the billings are done. Okay, so when you use any of the services, how your billing is done. So generally the cloud service provider, okay, bill in two way. One is the capex, which we call it as a capital expenditure, and the second one is opex, which we call it as a operational expenditure. So what happened in capex, in the capital expenditure? Okay, what happened in capex? Like we pay in advance to cloud service provider. Okay, so when you are paying in advance to cloud service provider, they give us some discount. Got it? And in OPEX, what happens? First, we use these services, and after using these services, we pay it to them. So when we are paying it to them after using these services, so it is little expensive. What it is? It is little expensive. Got it? The third into this we have hybrid benefit. So what is hybrid benefit? So if you have any of your existing license and you are bringing that license on top of the cloud and using it, so we call it as a hybrid benefit. Got it?
Yes.
Clear?
It's
So
clear.
you
Yeah.
can just take it in this way, like you are going to cloud service provider, you are telling them, I would be using these services for 3 months for so and so hour. What is my expected expenditure? They will give you a quotation. Since you are paying them in advance, they will provide you with discount. With OPEX, what happens? First, you use these services. After using these services, you are going to pay them. Got
Like
it?
pay as you go, is that right?
Yeah, pay as you go. And then we have hybrid benefit. Into hybrid benefit, what happens? If you have any of your existing license, you are using onto the cloud, onto the top of the cloud. So they provide you with the discount. So we call it as an hybrid benefit. Okay, let's see. So as a part of your pay as you go, we have your capex, OPEX, operational expenditure. So into this we are paying them after using them. Then we have a reserved instance, discounted price for the long-term users commitment. So we call it as an RI. Like we give commitment for 1 year, 3 year reservation, and up to 72% of cost is saving. Spot pricing. Into this, what happens? Like the different way of minimizing the cost. Into this, what happens? Like if any of the services which are not being used by anyone, so Microsoft offered to us in the form of a spot pricing, but there is a challenge into it. Into this, what happens in case if something comes in, so that instance would be taken from you and provided to someone else. So it does not commit high availability. Are you getting my point? For a spot
Yes.
instance.
Mhm. Yes.
So what is happening in a spot instance? See, if you don't understand, you can ask me questions.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, it's clear to me. Yeah. Yeah, I'm paying
it's
attention.
clear.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
basically,
yeah. Huge
what is
discount. Yeah, up to 90%. Yeah.
yeah? So basically, let's take a data center has a capacity of 20 to run 20 virtual machines. Correct.
Okay.
Out of that, 5 virtual machines are not being used. So if you go and use that 5 virtual machine, you would be getting huge discount. Got it?
Oh, oh,
But
okay.
at any point of time, they got a request for complete 20 virtual machine. So you have to clear all your, not clear all your, basically that virtual machine would be taken away from you and given to someone else. Got
Oh,
it?
okay. Hmm.
But again, as soon as that become available, nobody is using it. So that would be given back to you. So generally that is used for CI/CD pipeline testing or AI model training or rendering job, where your workload is not very critical. Got it? For example, you
Okay.
want to test something. So probably you can create this. Got it? Then this is the saving plan where you commit them, how much duration that you would be using it. Then we have enterprise agreement where we have the volume licensing negotiation. And then we have this free tires alone. Okay.
Oh,
Hybrid
yeah. Okay.
benefit where you bring your own licenses onto the top of Azure.
Oh, okay.
Got it? So these are the different billing models that we have.
Hmm.
Clear?
Yeah, the free tier, like I can't recall, it's been long. How many months or is it up to a year for free tier accounts?
So free trial is available for 30 days.
Oh, only 30 days? Oh, okay. Mm.
Okay, like not like AWS. On AWS we have 6 months.
Yeah, I think AWS give like a credit
Yeah, you would
in
be
a
getting
month.
credit the same way you would be getting credit, but credit the credit also get expired after 1 month.
Oh, okay. I think I need to sign up for free accounts. Yeah, I have good
Yeah.
accounts for.
We will see. Otherwise, I'll help you with the account. I have an account. I'll help you.
Okay.
Okay. I'll help you to create the account. So this was something onto the very basic and fundamentals of the cloud computing. Okay. So so far Just wanted to check with you. Whatever we have covered, is that clear to you? Everything?
Yeah, so far everything is clear. Yes, yes, it's
Okay.
clear and direct.
Okay. So since it was on very first day, so we were having much of theory, but it is a combination of 80-20, where we would be doing 80% of the labs and 20% theory. Okay. And in case if you want me to change any of the approach or style into the delivery, you can let me know. If you want me to be with little fast or little slow, so that you can let me know at any point of time. I am open for that since it is a one-on-one session. Got it? Recordings, so you would be getting onto the regular basis. And when it comes to the documentation, so after every class, you would be getting the notes and the documentations.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah. I like the pace of the class, so it makes sense. And you said 80% of hands-on, is that right? Yeah, which makes sense, you know. Yeah, that's good. To do
Okay.
practical hands-on. Yeah.
Okay.